A rain-soaked morning here with a ceremony to commemorate the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, the end of the Great War. Scores of world leaders marched and gathered at the Arc de Triomphe today. President Trump was supposed to be the last official to arrive, but Russia's Vladimir Putin was late, and the two exchanged a greeting of a handshake, and Putin offered a thumbs up. President Trump and the First Lady each wore what's known here as the Bleuette de France on their lapels. It's an important symbol this weekend. President Macron of France delivered a sharp message about the lessons of the Great War, saying nationalism is a betrayal to patriotism. That is, of course, a rebuke to President Trump, who has identified himself as a nationalist. Also, there was a breach of security here as a topless protester broke through the line and rushed the president's limousine. She was tackled by French police. Today, President Trump is expected to visit a cemetery where the American war dead are buried after he missed one Saturday because of rain, fog, and low visibility. Marine One was grounded, and the White House opted not to take a more than 100-mile round-trip motorcade, a decision that has been criticized, including from veterans groups. Willie?
Kelly O'Donnell on another rainy day in Paris. Kelly, thank you.